I'm sure you've already heard about Alibaba. I'm not talking about Alibaba and the 40 thieves, but I'm talking about Alibaba, the Chinese wholesale sourcing platform. There are many people out there telling, yeah, on Alibaba you only will find cheap, low quality products, you won't find good suppliers, these are the best alternatives, blah 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 blah. My name is Maxim, I'm an Amazon seller since many years, and I myself source nearly all of my products on Alibaba, and I can guarantee you it's still the number one easiest and most effective way to get in touch with suppliers to source high quality products. If you want to start an online business to generate a second or also a primary source of income, make sure to watch this video, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to get your sourcing process to the next level, this video is for you. You will learn how to find the right suppliers, how to communicate with them, and I will even share a little secret in the end, how to get tons of suppliers to come to you and you simply choosing the best ones. If that sounds good for you, stay tuned and we'll see us again in 1 second on the screen. Now we are on Alibaba.com. You can create an account here. You can create an account. I think you will get this done yourself. And as you see, it reminds me personally a little bit about Amazon. So you're searching for your product. In this case, just to showcase, I searched for a dog pillow. Here are some important filters you can choose. On the left side, this is the most important, the trade assurance. Here on the left side, it's the trade assurance. Trade assurance means that all your orders are protected by an assurance from Alibaba. That means if the supplier doesn't deliver your goods, for example, Alibaba will hold your funds and release them to you again. So you are assured. That's very important, and so there's also no real risk, especially in the beginning is very crucial, because imagine you're doing a multiple thousands worth order and you just send it to the nowhere. You don't know what will happen, etc. So that's a very important point. So click here on the filter trade assurance. That's one. The second one we use is verified supplier, and so afterwards you can have a look on the suppliers which you like the most. So you can have a look which products do I like. We will say, for example, I like this one. I've opened already some and I show you, but you can in your case just open the products which you like. And after, what you will do, you will contact them, but upfront here some important information you can also get. Here you see again, okay, it's a verified manufacturer. You have the years since which the supplier is on Alibaba. So it could also be that there's a supplier which is only 2 years on Alibaba, but he's in the business since 20 years. But what you will do, 12 years on Alibaba, that's nice, that's great. You see it's a verified supplier, and then you go here, when you go to the company profile, you have some information. One of the great informations you get when you click on profile, and after it you can click on ratings and reviews. You can also click on company overview after to get some information. Here you see 12 reviews. In my mind that's wrong. I think he has more reviews than that, and you can see what the people say. Okay, it could also be maybe wrong reviews, but you can have a look, because in my mind they can't just delete them, and so you can have a look. As you see, it says only 12 and there's plenty of reviews. There's 10 pages of reviews, and so what you can do, you can have a look on the reviews to get a first idea. Another thing which you can do is you can click on company overview, and after you see some information, often they have some images, and so you see, okay, that's their company. Now what you can do, you can search for, as I said, multiple suppliers, multiple products which are fitting to your criteria. In general, if you have a very special idea of what you would like to manufacture and you have described it all on a PDF, which materials you need, how big the product should be, which color it should have, etc., you can have a look for the manufacturers of a dog pillow, and normally they will be able to manufacture a product as you wish it. So now you search for the different suppliers. As I said, you will have a look since how long they're in the business, etc. And when you're on the product page again, you will just contact them here. Tack. Contact the supplier, chat with the supplier, and what I do, I will also put this text below. This is my text, which I use to contact these suppliers. So what I say: hi, my name is Maxim and I am the Senior Purchasing Officer at Maximize Your Online Business. We are an e-commerce company based in the US and we are searching for a manufacturer to collaborate with long term. So you show that you're professional. You don't say, yeah, I'm just a beginner, it's my first product and I don't know much. So I like to say we are. Always talk about we. I think also, which is great, is if you don't define yourself as the boss. So you can always say, for example, if you want to negotiate the price later, you can say, yeah, I have to have a look with my boss. I know my boss gave me the target price of $5. This is really too much. Can you do please something? So it puts you in another position negotiation wise, if you understand what I want to say. So here, please answer the following questions. Would you be able to manufacture a dog pillow as attached for us? And after you ask the following questions, and you can also put like here, 1, can you provide a sample? After you can also ask what is the sample cost. Sample is a single product which you order. After your wished criteria, often it can cost from $50 to $120. You can negotiate with your supplier that you will be reimbursed when you order with them. If not, no worries, and do not negotiate already there. It's like a little quantity of money, a little amount of money. You should order at least 3 to 5 different samples from different suppliers. And so in the end, you will also have a better understanding on the product criteria, number 1. And number 2, you can also find the best product, the best suitable supplier for you. So you should absolutely order and sample, and you shouldn't count on getting that money back. That's no problem. The sample cost, normally it's $50, $60, $70. With the shipping, the most expensive normally is the shipping. The second question you should ask is, what would be your best price for 500,000 or 2,000 units? Even if you are ordering less units in the end, I would ask the question like this, only to show that you are an experienced seller, that you are a priority for them, and you are not just a little seller with 50 to 100 units. What you can do afterwards, you can ask for a price for 1,000 units, and for example, you can say the functioning of our company is that every time when we work with a new supplier, our boss requests to do a first test order of 200 units or 100 units or 300 units, just to give you an example. So that's absolutely something which you could do if you want to order less, but ask this upfront. So what is the manufacturing time? Because there always is a manufacturing delay. The more personalization there is, the longer the time could be. That's typically from 3 to 4 weeks to 6 weeks. That's the time your product gets manufactured. If there is a product ready without any manufacturing, it could be way faster, of course. So here, other questions you can ask. Can you produce a color box? That means that you would like to personalize your product packaging. You would like to have your logo on it, etc, etc. To find good designer for that, I can recommend Upwork or Fiverr. For $70, $60, $70, $80, you can find a designer which designs a nice product packaging for you, and after you can give this design to your supplier. You can ask them, but sometimes what is even better later on is that you search for a reliable paper crafts factory. That means a paper craft factory which is doing all of your product packaging, all of your thank you cards, all of your product craft stuff. And so you get the best prices, and also it's not your supplier finally which will do the product packaging, but he will outsource this process. But sometimes even they have better conditions, and so you can also ask your supplier. People often talk about MOQ, and MOQ is the minimum order quantity. That means often suppliers have a minimum order quantity that is the minimum quantity you need to order to work with the supplier. The next question is, what are the shipping delay and time for DDP shipping? There's different shipping phrases. I will do a video about that in the future because there are different shipping ecoterms. DDP is a term where all duties are already paid, door-to-door delivery. So this is more expensive, but there's no additional cost for customs, etc, etc. All costs are inclusive, and in the beginning this is the best way to ship. After also we will search for a reliable freight forwarder which can do all your shipping, but in the beginning work with the freight forwarder of your supplier. So these are the questions I myself ask to the suppliers I would like to work with. I will attach that below. If you like my video so far, make sure to like and to subscribe if you want more valuable content about Amazon FBA or online businesses in general. And before we come to an end, I will show you how you get these suppliers to get back to you. And also another important point when working with someone, I think one of the most important point is the communication. If you have one supplier which is slightly more expensive, but he responds every time fast, you have a better feeling with him, and there's another one which doesn't understand really what you want, maybe it takes always a day or something that he responds to you, I would also prefer fast and better communication. So fast and good communication is the key if you want to create a business relationship with them. Now, how to get suppliers to contact you so you do not have to search all of these. This I would also do, but supplementary to that, or if you only want to get a first price idea, what you do, you click here on the right side, you click on RFQ. Here I have my products, but they are blurred. Here I already quoted some time ago the dog pillow. And what would you do? RFQ is the short for request for quotation. So you invite suppliers to give you a quotation. You click on post an RFQ, and after you enter a product name, they will give you examples. Here, for example, dog pillow dog sourcing quantity. Do not enter only 100 pieces, because the suppliers, they have a limited amount of RFQs they can answer. That means if they have 5 possibilities to answer RFQs, and they have little companies which only want 100 units and other companies which want 2,000, 3,000 units, they'll decide for the bigger quantities, of course. So enter here 1,000 pieces. So here you enter the same. Here you can enter your image, you can enter the same text as I will attach you below, and here you can click to invite your suppliers to quote. And how will that look later on? After it will take some time, maybe 2 to 3 days, after all suppliers will contact you. And so you click here on view quotes. I've received 10 quotes, it's always round about that. Maybe you will receive 10 suppliers, and after it you directly can see important facts. So verified, 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 verified. You can see what the unit price is, the Alibaba experience, if they hear a custom manufacturer or something else. And so you can discuss directly with them. If something is interesting, if you say, okay, here since 5 years and the price is interesting and it's the product which I'm searching for, you click on chat now, and after you can directly discuss with these suppliers which have contacted you. Thank you for watching the video until the end. I hope it was helpful for you. I hope there were some interesting information for you. If you have any open questions, do not hesitate, ask them below. Like my video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching again, and see you next time. Bye bye.